Is this it? Is this the final ghost trick? I have no idea. Ugh. Oh, shit, hang on. 1 second. I had forgotten where I put my phone. I might need it. Okay. How's everyone doing today? The penultimate. See, I could see that. Maya was telling me that I still have a bit of a ways to go. So, finishing it tonight probably isn't happening. Hi, Kitty. How are you? Yay! Thank you, Lexi. Talks you in. Oh, I'm suffering a little bit today, folks. I took... We're our favorite guy. It's true. But Ultimate was the last time. Do you think we can finish today? Spent 21 hours in bed? Jesus. Alright, no more no tucks in. That's fine, Kitty. I appreciate you swinging by. Yeah, just lock in, gamer. Alright, Maya. I'll lock in. I just wanted everybody to know, because I'm sure some of you can relate. I took my injection last night, and I take it in my thighs, just because it's the easiest for me to reach. And I put a Band-Aid over it last night, because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do when there's a hole in your body. Well, a hole that's not supposed to be there. And I did not remove the Band-Aid this morning, so now there is a huge, like, red, like, Band-Aid shaped mark on the inside of my thigh, and I'm suffering. But that will not stop me from tricking the ghosts today. Let's go here. Alright, 4:19 a.m. Dracula sucks my juice out? I don't want Dracula to suck my juice. Come on. I know what Dracula looks like. Besides, I'm pretty sure Dracula is Maya's man. 1 minute till Sissel smokes a fat blunt. God. Okay. Well, Sissel, that's for you, so fine. Alright, fine. Alright, I'm enjoying a brownie that I got from work. Okay. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Suck I seek is from Alucard. You know, I think that's fair. Hello? This is Jowd. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Sissel gets hooked up. Oh. To the control room. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. The other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Yonoa, Detective Jowd. Oh. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind.
Hey, God! Now that your truck is here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, huh?
How did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew whether your Noah was going to surface, confound it.
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Question with this... Still that this dude is named Lord Sith. Wait, really? The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I got a little something for you. Like Darth Icky. Caminella has given me some pretty weird presents in the past. They always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch.
Yes, Inspector Caminella. I hear he's an excellent investigator.
By the way, where's that man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sissel, you mean?
Oh.
You can relax. That's nothing but a shell.
His shell, huh?
His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right around now, he's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go.
Ah! Something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind this precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip?
The nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers.
What the fuck? Oh, it's the meteorite. What's wrong? You have a problem with the voice that I'm doing for this man who clearly talks like he's 80% knows? Do you have an issue? Is there a problem? It's racially profiling. Oh, don't get me started on James Cameron's Avatar. What in the world was that?
An attention fragment. I can experience special powers.
44 PS punishment. No, come on, be reasonable here.
Now the Sissel is concluded.
The people sound the same. God damn it. God. I'm trying to do different voices, keep things lively, keep things fun and being called racist. Oh no. Smurf racist. These guys can't be Smurfs. Look at how tall that other guy is. Astro, perfect timing as usual.
And then it's concluded, as far as I'm concerned.
What are you talking about?
What a mistake to make right at this critical moment. Now then, Detective Jones. Farewell.
Vicious evil foreigners. What the fuck? What the fuck? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Joud! Turn up to 240p as a treat. Where did he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them, and fast. Alright, here we go. Where am I? Oh. I need to trick. Oh, that's not what I need to do. I need to ghost. Talk. Hello? So you're here, huh?
It's Sissel!
Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. Maybe this was that shock was a minute ago.
I have no idea, of course.
Need to dog. Need to faster.
I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog.
What with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better.
Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla.
Isn't there that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out?
Sorry to say that I don't think it can.
Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together.
You got it.
I think I'm gonna go back to using my controller. It's more natural for me.
It's Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me.
I think you'd call that much more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing.
You bet. Hello, Miss Camilla. Hello? It's no use. This black hello just doesn't like me.
Just create a path for me, Missile. I'll come right over. Well, that doesn't do anything. There we go. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Got a bad feeling about this.
That's all, look! That black hello? It just came off the hook.
Uh-oh. I'd better answer it fast.
Hello? Is anybody there?
That was not the voice that she had. It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel. Where are you?
Somebody please answer.
I guess she can't hear my voice.
You too, huh?
Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me.
Somebody please help me. Lynn is...
She said Lynn.
Miss Lynn!
We better hurry.
Let's go, Sissel.
Let's head on over. Shit. Well.
Miss Camila! Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn.
Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. It's like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady.
Sissy, I knew you'd come.
That was also not her voice, god damn it.
Miss Camila! I miss her too. I'm so glad to see you're all right.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm all right exactly.
Hey, wait a minute. Sissel, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before.
What? My voice? That's right. Kamala has a core now, so that means... Can't just say sissy. She did hear Missel's voice before, when he saved her that time.
It was you, wasn't it, Sissel? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camila. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy.
Hey, Missel. Can you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while?
Huh? But don't you need my powers?
I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missel.
Okay, well... Shit. Hi, Lynn. You gotta stop dying like this.
Oh, Sissel, you're here!
Lynn, what in the world happened here?
I don't know.
Huh? It's been deemed inappropriate. New nickname changed to Pussy.
I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I knew, I was dead.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case.
And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright?
I don't know.
Huh?
The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden.
Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camila. I found Camila hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here.
Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next?
I don't know.
Huh?
There was a flash of light all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead.
Oh boy. Sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Run it again, baby! Let's see what the hell happens here.
Camila, are you okay?
What the fuck? Camila?
Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective Jowd? Detective now. It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago?
Oh, excuse me.
Well. See, there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camila back! She has nothing to do with any of this! Afraid I can't do that.
This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? Didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I have expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... What in the world? An explosion? So fucking normal. Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He's not him. I can't believe it. He wasn't him. Sissel wasn't him. He's going to shoot Detective Jowd as Carmilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part. Evil Dracula flow be like. Okay. Hold on. Let's see what he has to say. So let's see. Cause of death this time. What's that mysterious explosion? I'm not him. I never was him. I'll continue to not be him. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean, for a dead woman? Anyway. I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Oh, I can't go anywhere from here. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Aha! Okay. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here. On the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, if you're not coming, we're leaving. I mean, I feel like I go check it out. See what's going on over there. So it must be true what they say. There are restless ghosts on board. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Who's he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's sure neither of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. So that means the fate of the sub has changed slightly.
No, it's underestimated us. Never mind this precious bargaining chip here.
Oh, I don't need to go over this. Saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. Oh, now I'm stuck. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna see what happens.
Temsic fragment! You're mine at last! Objective has been achieved. Now it has the control room as planned.
Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. There it goes. Sissel, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared, with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening.
Now then, I better hurry along. When Sissel discovers when he's lost and comes after me. You know it will be his coffin. May I lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel.
There goes my hero. Aha, so that's the cause of that giant explosion. Oh, what is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo! It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. Looks like he's plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. You have to do something before that torpedo is fired. There's no time, it's gonna launch! Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. This is so stupid. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope! Why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes! Oh no. It's the little rat friend. What's up, little man? I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep her from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. Spinning black things, right? Apparently, the spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantages somehow. This is probably the detonator. Hey, don't press it! The torpedo will explode! Uh-oh, we better be careful. But you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. We have to put the safety on before this thing blows up! Okay. This looks like just the thing. We clamp this thing on the... If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. Before we can do that, so we have to get something out of the way first, huh? The stubborn little thing, isn't it? Quite a worthy adversary. You do know that the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. But until it's out of the way, we can't set the safety device. You're right. Only our missile was here right now. We have to get this little creature to leave somehow. What if I just keep trying to squish him? Do I believe in gravity? Kind of. Well, shit. Hmm. Okay. Aha! Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Not for that safety device. There, we've clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. There's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. Duh! Yeah, that's not good. What was that noise? Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it! There we go. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we better get back to the president as quickly as we can. Right! I'm worried about Camila. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. Now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Why was Sissel using such a comically large gun as Camila, by the way? I don't know. That's a good question. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Fortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. Because I can't get over there otherwise, right? Nope. There we go. I made it. Lynn? Camila, you're awake! How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. It's Camila!
Oh, Missel, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camila. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy, everybody. Missile, find a submarine-shaped object. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now.
And there she goes. Missy and Sissy, true.
Camila! It's Camila!
I'll get you out of here. I'm gonna swap this under the surface. I'm so smart. It's true.
It's the last thing I do. Oh, I think I'm gonna cry.
Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here, before it's too late.
Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel. He's here. I'm glad you're here, Sissel.
Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. Better get out that door as quick as we can.
We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it.
What? What does water pressure mean?
Think of it as the force of water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here.
So the only way out of here is up, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Water is heavy.
Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we could get it down somehow.
Good idea. Let's try it.
Oh, and by the way...
Yes?
I can't swim.
Neither can Camila. Don't you have any good news for me?
Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please?
Thanks. How do I get the hell up there? There we go. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Huh.
You did it, Sissel. Thanks.
Uh-oh.
Jesus, Lynn. What was that?
Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about.
Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore.
Hey, don't get mad at me.
Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers.
Okay, now that's just taking things too far.
Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something?
That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now, all I have to do
is get to that door, and we're safe.
Uh-oh. Oh, Christ. Oh, that's not good. That's less than ideal. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky, or we're dead and we just haven't realized it. Come on now. As if the latter could be true. Uh-oh. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. I'll just have to go up to the top. See how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Sissel, there you are! How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! Alright, trick time. I don't know what that does. We need maximum cooperation to succeed. A big and 2 medium gears. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out what all I can get him to do. Okay, there we go. There, how about that? Well, this is great. You made a staircase for me. Better hurry. I don't think that water is going to wait for you. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hard to get through. What? And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Alright, time to lock the fuck in. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go.
Look at this! If I swap the pipes!
Changes how the steam comes out, huh?
Oh, I get it! Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right?
Each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, huh? That will come in handy. Okay, so...
Here comes that water again! I wish I could drink it all up for you! No, Missile, it's too salty!
I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so we can't drink it.
Whatever! Just do something about this steam! Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile.
Okay, shit.
Look at poor Miss Lynn and Miss Kamila. They're mystified.
Huh? I don't get it. Anyway, I think we're gonna need your powers here. You have to do something about those steam pipes fast.
Leave it to me. I'll demystify this whole situation in no time.
Careful. Careful there, little doggy. Don't get too overconfident. I'll try going up. There must be something I can do too. Okay, so I think what I need to do here is I need to swap these pipes as well. Yes. Okay. There. How does that look?
It looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way.
Okay. It's not far now. Try to move forward.
Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there?
Don't yell at me.
If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it?
I think you just did.
Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with.
Yeah, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with.
Hey, are you being sarcastic?
Maybe only a little. Only a little. Okay, so this is a missile. So I need you and you and you. Interesting. Trying to scope out the area and see what all I have to play with here. I'm not entirely sure. Okay.
All right, now this is what I'm talking about.
Uh-oh. Door stuck.
Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry. Is there any way to ask for something? It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
No!
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The claw. Submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. But I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up from a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. I would love to save my current place. I will continue playing. But after this short break, remember everybody, get up, stretch, make sure you're staying hydrated, grab a little snack if you feel like it. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. All right, ladies. We're locking in. Chapter 17, 5:10 a.m. The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? What the fuck? What the fuck am I looking at? I see you managed to survive, detective. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. Came all this way tonight, trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel. My name isn't Sissel. Bet you'll remember really soon who you are, and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? Thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsik fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Time. That's... okay. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. And I think I've kind of got some of it figured it out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers. Like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah. My powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple.
It is? How then?
In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation.
That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation?
On that day 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So, of course, I received special powers.
Hey, wait a minute! Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right.
Right, because Sissel was hit next to the meteorite.
Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in that park? At the bottom of the crater?
You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death.
Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else.
Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction.
What do you mean?
That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death.
Yeah, me too, Lynn. What the fuck does that mean?
My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago. But my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed. Not really alive, not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives.
Our lives?
As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate.
Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping?
It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped.
But they kidnapped the wrong girl.
Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me.
Huh?
Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsik fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you become a detective, looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. Told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. That's what happened. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. Note the barbed wire fence he's leading on. Yeah. I need to be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. Wait a minute! He was Ray the whole time! He was Ray the entire time! He's been fucking gaslighting us since the get, dude! There's no way he wasn't! But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. Speak ill of Ray again, I'll be responsible for my actions. Like, he has to be, right? Like, what? Why else would he not be at the junkyard? Because he's been busy doing all of this other shit. Why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line. There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I'm kind of understanding now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world. All alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camila! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camila, I'm so sorry! That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute! Yes, we do! She had the pocket watch! This will tell us where Detective Jout is. A present from the inspector in white. That's right! Detective Jout told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? And we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's too early to give up. Looks like the Detective Jout is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Okay. Duh. Is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. Been thinking about this for a while now. Don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Oh, shit. You can jack off, you can eat grapes, all else is banned. Alright, so I can't go to the engine room. To the torpedo room. The torpedo room, huh? Might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jout up, but something like that. Climb up to the torpedo room, too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. I am implying that Commander is doing these things. I should have. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We gotta be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! Okay. Hmm.
What happened to these two ladies?
I think that's up to us and our powers.
What?
This is no time to be standing around, unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile?
Me? Of course I will. Count on it.
Oops. There we go. There we go. The torpedo looked serviceable.
I'll sit on this end too. But something's odd.
What is?
The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking.
Sinking?
Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened.
I don't know, but I guess I'll find out.
Right. Okay. Hop into the missile.
I'll launch it for you.
Okay, thanks. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room.
Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile?
I'm sorry. I can't go.
What?
I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camila behind. I can't do it.
Missile?
I've swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel.
I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels.
I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn!
You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope.
But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I can't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camila. And just know you and Sissy can make things happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other again. Don't worry. Miss Camila!
Missile so scared of Ace Attorney 2 Miracle refused to happen. He's heard stories. It's true. Alright. Off we go. Now, are you ready?
Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch.
We're ready.
Sissel?
Yes?
We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything.
And I'm glad I met you, Detective.
But we're going to see each other again, right? Right, Sissy? Right, Missile?
That's right. We promise, little lady.
Of course we will.
I'll never forget you.
No matter what happens.
Here goes, then.
Good luck, friend.
Oh, sevens for our heroes Sissel and Missile. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I started to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Jowd! Ray of hope light. True.
But that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him.
You better not. You might break your teeth. Command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do.
Let's talk to Detective Jowd.
Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How is Kamila? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yonoa. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you?
Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. So I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. So trying to be serious and solve a mystery, yeah. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. So please, I know you're a dog, but please, yeah.
I don't understand. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about.
To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. That's... wow. That's so sad. ACAP. True! 10 years ago, my soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers if they didn't help anybody? Exactly, tale as old as time. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with the plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them. But, what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second one was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, huh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul. A name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew it couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And the response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsic was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all of this? Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, huh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. He's just a freak. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, huh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, huh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now?
But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camula we'd save him.
And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Send that shit back, baby. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, detective. We'll run out soon, and that will be our destination, detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here, too. By the way, I am not a human, detective. I'm a remote-controlled robot, detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, detective. It's just an Alyssa move. It is. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? This is a taunt she do. No, see what she does is she takes her head off, hands it to you, and then blows it up. That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, detective. Oh, we're just gonna fucking shoot him then? Now it is time to say goodbye, detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, detective. Abila, forgive me. Jesus. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. Huh? What is it, detective? The Yomiel shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they are afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see. That means we can go back? Back to 4 minutes before your death. But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out when we get there. Let's move. Okay. Technicalities, baby. Holy shit, we're going back. We're going way the fuck back. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh my god. Oh, 20 minutes left in stream? There's no way I can do this whole thing in 20 minutes, right? Not a chance. Do I give it one more week? Yeah. I'll give it one more week. No, not the finale tonight. Cutscenes alone. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, cutscenes, like that last set of cutscenes was pretty damn long. Like, I don't think I can do it tonight. Oh. Oh man. God. I have no words. It was the penultimate. Yeah. Like I was like, we're getting close. Like, we're getting close to the end. I mean, yeah. Look, when it takes as long to read as it does for me, as well as just like I'm not able to see the lines for every puzzle right away. Could have gammered harder. You're so right. You're so right. Thank you guys for hanging out today. As always, tomorrow we're gonna be playing some Project Diva. It'll be the first time I play. I've been in tune with some rhythm games in the past, but I have not played any Project Diva yet. So I'm very excited. Hopefully we get some fun little Vocaloid. Yeah, I'm thinking Miku, Uiu. Exactly. Thank you, Lexi. And then Friday we're playing Gear. Friday we're not playing Gear. I am going to be in training mode, and I'm going to be doing all kinds of stupid shit. So I hope you're excited for that. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. I will see you guys next week for the finale, and tomorrow for some Project Diva. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.